Celebrity Sizzler on the way, and now a round of Am I the Jerk? So we throw this on social media every now and then, and the simple question is really, what was the situation you were in where you thought, man, am I the total jerk in this? Well, you tell us about it, and then we roundtable it quick here on the show, and you can certainly vote too. Just text jerk or not a jerk, and if you have some supporting feelings as to why, to 35270 real quickly as we dive into Am I the Jerk? Case 1 of 3 today. I really did not care for my wife's turkey she made this year for Thanksgiving. I know she worked very hard on it. I saw it happen. It was the first time she tackled it, but it was gross. So I said it was pretty dry, and honestly, I really hated it. It was probably the worst turkey I ever had. She seems heartbroken. Days later, I can see she's still pretty affected by it. I know that she was sad because she didn't even save any of the leftovers. She just threw all the turkey away and only kept leftovers of other things. Am I the jerk?
I don't think so. No, I would say you're not the jerk because you were being honest. Maybe you could have said it in a nicer way.
I think that he's a jerk, but it's entirely in how it was presented. Well, there's a couple of schools of thought here. When it comes to food, aren't you? I think you're always... And turkey? I think in general it's a horrible meat. I don't think most people like turkey, but what you do is you smother it in so much gravy and other things that the turkey becomes a condiment. It becomes so secondary to what's going in your mouth. I think you could have just pulled through it, couldn't you?
But then maybe you shouldn't have said it the way you did. I think he's just be honest, but then maybe say next year, how about I cook the turkey?
There is, because you mentioned how he said it. There's a difference between saying, it's a little dry, and then continuing to lather it up in gravy and being like, it is the worst turkey I've absolutely ever had.
I know, that's what he said. This is absolutely the worst thing I have ever put in my mouth. I can't stand it.
Is absolutely, positively the grossest thing I've ever... That is too much. So I think he's a jerk for especially that reason, but I'd have probably lied through my teeth.
But then I think you need to, if you're going to say that, then you need to step up and say, how about next year I take care of it? Because he did say it is a lot of work. Maybe that's what you should have said. I know you worked really hard on this, but I'm going to be honest, kind of dry.
We'll deep fry it next year. I'll blow up the garage. It'll be... And Am I the Jerk? Case 2 of 3 today. I don't really like my neighbors. So just for my own personal amusement, I leave on a side light on our house that I know drives them crazy because it blasts light right into their master bedroom. They've actually mentioned it once or twice, and I said, well, I like to keep it on in case there's criminals. In reality, I know it just drives them nuts, and it brings me joy. Am I the jerk?
Yeah, you are, because you're just doing it because it drives them nuts. What are they going to do?
It's a jerk move, yeah.
Get some, they'll have to get the blackout curtains. I bet you the way they can deal with it. But it's just, that's so rude. Why are you doing it? You're only going to cause more issues. You don't like them now. If you continue to flash that light in their room, I feel like you guys are going to have some major issues.
Well, there are plenty of people that have all their exterior lights on or some of their exterior lights on every single night. That's not that uncommon. But it's the part where you say, I go to my way to turn this one on just because I know it drives them crazy. Yes, it's a jerk move.
Yeah, and it's like it goes in there. I know it drives them crazy, but I still put it on.
Just for fun. And finally, Am I the Jerk? Case 3 of 3 today. I am in an open marriage. But I never, ever, ever tell the people I meet and hook up with that I am married. I pretend that I'm single. I present as single, I say I'm single, and I never mention my wife. I'm not cheating because it's an open marriage, but it's easier to get these flings if I don't have to explain all of that. Am I a jerk for not telling these people that I'm hooking up with just once or twice that I am not married, or that he's not mentioning that he's married?
Okay, I can see it both ways. I don't think you're a jerk because you are in an open marriage.
So it's not cheating.
It's not cheating.
With the as far as she's concerned, that's fine.
But then are you leading these other women on, or is it something you kind of put out before, like, this is just going to be a casual hookup thing? Don't think anything else, because if that is, I don't see why you need to tell them.
What's being presented there? Are you acting like this could go on? Or are you pretty open about the fact that you're just looking for people to spend the time with? Like on Tinder or whatever you're on, is it like, I'm really looking for somebody to share my life with? And like, if you're presenting like you're looking for a relationship and you're going out with these people a couple of times, and then now
like with your open marriage, does she have any rules? Like, hey, make sure they know you're in an open marriage.
Yeah. What is her feeling on it? Does she want to know? Does she want these people to know that she exists?
I don't know. I'm split 50-50.
If you're presenting it like it's just a one and done thing, and that's how you're presenting it to these people, I don't necessarily think that's that uncommon, and I'm not sure I think you're a jerk. But if you're presenting like you're looking for a relationship, jerk.
Oh, yeah. That's where I think you're a jerk if you're like kind of leading them on. But I'm going with half jerk,
You're going to go with 50% jerk.
50%.
Yeah. It's all in the presentation. Honestly, I feel like if the two of us could look at whatever profile you're using to meet these people, because I think you mentioned it was online, I think, and we could probably tell you right then and there if it's a jerk move, because I think you can tell from that what somebody's looking for, usually.
Yeah, what does your bio say? I want to see your pictures. Is your wife in the pictures?
I'm going to say probably no.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Good morning.
They wake me up. I like the morning.